Hi, Andrew. Here is the video demonstration that I promised about the guided search for your research. I'm going to show you three different ways. First, through the Discover search from the library's main website, where you can search multiple databases at the same time. Then I'm going to show you one particular database that I think is really useful for your project, Google Scholar. And then the last one is actually going to be a bit of a surprise that I don't want to give away just yet, but it's also going to be very helpful. So let me start by sharing my screen and show you the first option. Here we go. So you could see this. This is the Discover bar from the library's main website. And this is what I was talking about, that you don't have to search database after database. This is actually going to search several at the same time, and then we can always narrow it down afterwards. Obviously, because this is a complex topic, we are going to use the advanced search function. So you just click on that, and this is going to be your search bar where you can enter different expressions, words, keywords, so to say. Since your research topic is already determined, what we need to do is find the keywords that will help us get to articles, blog posts, scholarly articles, peer-reviewed articles. Now, obviously, one thing not to do is not to copy the whole research topic into the top bar. That's not going to get us anywhere. That's way too much. What we could do is we could enter different ones. School counselors' responses. We would like this to be the main phrase, and we put it in quotation marks to make sure that they appear together. We can also add student death. That was one of the other keywords that I think we should be using. And the other topic was school crisis or crisis situation. And I'm going to use the or because it's either student death, crisis situation that we're looking for. Then we could choose disciplines over here. I would say education and psychology probably, but we could also leave that open. We can modify our search by saying that we would like either our library or the catalog only, or online as well. We definitely need scholarly articles, peer-reviewed journals, so we could select that over here. We could also, if we knew that we need something relatively recent, we could enter a period, a time period, and restrict it that way. We definitely don't need to mark the collection over here, but unless you are fluent in several different languages, I suggest to restricting the language to English, but we could do this in French and other languages as well, if that's what you prefer. And then we just hit the search button and see what happens. Now, obviously, this is going to pull up a lot of different results, as you see over here. Not all of them are going to fit our topic. Actually, most of these first ones don't really hit our topic. So what do we do then? Then we play around. Let's see. Let's take out the response part and just do school counselors. We could use different synonyms. We could play around with that. Now that actually is a little more helpful. Here we do have some of the topics that we are looking for. School counselors, multiple students' deaths and grief, a narrative inquiry, for example. That is a business source complete database that provides that, and you can see how you can get full access either as a PDF or via the website. Teachers and youth suicide prevention gatekeepers. National Survey of School Counselors' Experience with Student Death by Suicide. I think this definitely fits our topic. and it's the database ERIC, which is a well-known and well-respected one. And obviously this is an academic journal. So you see that we get some results. We could still keep on playing with this to narrow it down, add something else, take out the quotation marks just to see what happens. And we get pretty similar results this way as well. And I think we are onto something over here. Lovely. So this is the idea of how to start this search. And let me switch over to another way that I want to show you. This is the same from a different library's website. Here you have a find button where you can actually do different things. We have different search tools. And what I discovered is if we restrict our search to Google Scholar, just one database, which obviously with the Scholar name specializes in peer-reviewed articles, academic journals. So this would definitely work for us. And here you could actually enter the whole phrase and see what happens. It's a little slow, but we're getting there. And see here, without even playing with keywords and ands and ors and other restrictions and filters, we already are onto something that is actually very much what we're looking for. School counselors, preparation for and participation in crisis intervention. This is from a very respected, another scholarly database, GISTOR. Suicide prevention in schools, the role of the school counselor. This is Taylor and Francis, which is a vendor that provides a database that, again, is trusted and well respected. Notifying individual students of death and loss. Crisis intervention for school counselors. So we are definitely in the right place. And this, I think, is a little more successful of a search over here. But then again, we can choose a different database. We could just go to GISTOR and play around with this. But for your special situation and topic, I found this to be very helpful. And then the last thing I would like to show you might surprise you a little bit to hear this from a librarian. Usually you hear from your professors and everybody that, oh, searches are not trustable. You shouldn't be utilizing them for anything that you want to use for research, which is generally true. But I also think that they do serve a purpose, plus everybody's using them anyway. So let's see how we can turn this into a positive. What you need to remember with Google is this is definitely not something that you want to trust at face value. You definitely need to verify. You need to verify your other sources too, but this definitely needs extra attention when it comes to verification. Why I'm showing you this is because, as I said, it could be utilized at the very beginning or at the very end of a search just to double check that you didn't miss any important resource or find things that will not show up as scholarly articles but are on the topic, and they might help you get to other scholarly articles and topics that you didn't think about. So again, this is easy because I'm just using the whole phrase. That don't need to even break it down. I could, but this is pretty useful this way as well. And you'll see that we actually get very interesting and usable results. How school crisis counselors help students cope with, and then you can see the article at its full length. And this is from a database that is actually verifiable. I included the verification at the very end of my email. But also you can get to the American School Counselor Association, which is an official organization for school counselors across the United States. And you can see what they say about this. This is their own organization that will have lots of good information. National Center for School Crisis and Bereavement. So these are things that are not going to show up probably in an official database search, because technically they are not necessarily scholarly articles, but they can point you in a different direction and actually help you get going. So I included this as well, just to show you how these things work. But one more time, where did it go? Did we X out of that? We could do the other two searches on library databases that will probably get us the actual results that we're looking for. I'm including this in your email, this demonstration. Please get back to me if you have any questions either about this or about anything else library related. You can also look for me when you come to the library, and I'm always happy to help you out with a follow-up and see how we can even make your research project better and research paper better written. Let me know if I can help in any other way. Thank you.